Hey there. Breaking news that could put more money in your pocket. We're talking about the $800 Trump tariff stimulus checks that millions of Americans could soon receive. Before we dive deep into this game-changing development, take a second to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss out on crucial financial updates like this one. Have you been feeling the squeeze from rising prices? Wondering if there's any relief in sight? Well, today's video could be the answer you've been waiting for. The Trump-era tariffs on Chinese goods have generated billions in revenue, and now there's a growing push to return some of that money directly to American families through stimulus payments. Let's break down exactly what these tariff stimulus checks are and why they matter to you. During the Trump administration, significant tariffs were placed on Chinese imports, resulting in American companies paying higher taxes on these goods. These companies often passed these costs to consumers through higher prices. Now, there's a proposed plan to redistribute approximately $80 billion in tariff revenue back to American households, with eligible families potentially receiving up to $800 in direct payments. You might be wondering, who qualifies for these payments? The current proposal suggests that eligibility would be similar to previous stimulus payments, with income thresholds playing a crucial role. Individual taxpayers earning less than $75,000 annually and married couples making under $150,000 would likely receive the full amount. The payments would gradually phase out for higher income levels, with a complete cutoff at $99,000 for individuals and $198,000 for married couples. But here's where it gets interesting. Unlike previous stimulus payments, these tariff rebates could potentially become recurring. Why? Because as long as the tariffs remain in place, they continue generating revenue that could be redistributed to American families. This isn't just a one-time deal, it could become a regular source of financial relief for millions of households. Think about what an extra $800 could mean for your family. Could it help cover rising grocery costs? Maybe it would help with that unexpected car repair or medical bill? For many Americans struggling with inflation, this amount could make a significant difference in their monthly budget. Now, you're probably wondering about the timeline. When could these checks start hitting bank accounts? While the proposal is still making its way through Congress, supporters are pushing for implementation as early as possible. The infrastructure for distributing payments is already in place from previous stimulus programs, which could speed up the process once legislation is passed. But there's more to this story than just the payments themselves. This proposal has sparked an intense debate about international trade policy and its impact on American consumers. Some economists argue that returning tariff revenue to consumers could help offset the increased costs they've been bearing due to these trade policies. Others see it as a way to maintain pressure on China while providing relief to American families. Here's something crucial you need to know. The success of this proposal could depend largely on public support and awareness. That's why it's essential to stay informed about developments and make your voice heard if you support these payments. Contact your representatives, share information with your community, and keep following trusted sources for updates. Let's talk about the broader economic impact. These payments could inject billions into the American economy, potentially stimulating local businesses and creating a positive ripple effect. Small businesses, which have been particularly hard hit by recent economic challenges, could see increased customer spending. This economic stimulus could help create jobs and support community growth. You might be asking, what about inflation? Won't this make it worse? Economic experts suggest that since this money isn't new spending but rather a return of existing tariff revenue, it shouldn't significantly impact inflation. In fact, it could help some families better cope with current inflationary pressures. The implementation process would likely mirror previous stimulus payment distributions. Direct deposit would be the fastest method, followed by paper checks and EIP cards. The IRS would likely use your most recent tax return information to determine eligibility and payment amounts. This is why it's crucial to ensure your tax information is current and accurate. Here's a practical tip. If these payments are approved, make sure you have direct deposit information on file with the IRS to receive your payment as quickly as possible. Additionally, keep an eye on the IRS website and official government communications for any requirements or actions needed on your part. The potential impact of these payments extends beyond individual households. Communities hit hard by economic challenges could see significant benefits. Think about areas with high concentrations of working-class families or regions still recovering from pandemic-related economic setbacks. These payments could provide crucial support to these communities. But what about the long-term implications? Some analysts suggest this could set a precedent for how tariff revenue is handled in the future. Instead of the money going into general government funds, it could be directed back to the consumers who ultimately bear the cost of higher import prices. This could reshape how we think about trade policy and its impact on everyday Americans. It's important to understand that these payments would be different from traditional stimulus checks. While stimulus payments were funded through government borrowing, these tariff rebates would come from existing revenue. This means they wouldn't add to the national debt, a key selling point for fiscal conservatives. Looking at the global context, several other countries have implemented similar programs to return tariff revenue to their citizens. These examples provide valuable insights into potential benefits and challenges. Some countries have seen success in using targeted rebate programs to offset the impact of trade policies on consumers. The proposal also includes provisions for ensuring fair distribution and preventing fraud. Learning from previous stimulus payment programs, enhanced security measures would be implemented to protect taxpayers and ensure payments reach their intended recipients. This includes improved verification processes and coordination between government agencies. You might be wondering about the application process. Based on current proposals, most eligible recipients wouldn't need to take any action if their information is already on file with the IRS. However, there might be a portal for updating information or checking payment status, similar to what was used for previous stimulus payments. The timing of these payments could be particularly significant given current economic conditions. With many families facing higher costs for essential goods and services, these rebates could provide timely relief. They could help bridge the gap for families struggling with increased expenses while longer-term solutions to economic challenges are developed. It's worth noting that these payments could affect other benefits you might receive. While they wouldn't count as income for determining eligibility for federal benefits like SNAP or Medicaid, they could impact certain income-based programs. It's important to consult with financial advisors or benefit coordinators about potential impacts. The proposal has garnered support from various sectors, including consumer advocacy groups, economic policy experts, and legislators from both parties. This bipartisan support could improve its chances of passage, though negotiations over specific details continue. As we monitor these developments, it's crucial to stay informed about potential scams. Unfortunately, fraudsters often try to take advantage of payment programs like this. Remember that government agencies won't contact you asking for personal information or fees to receive your payment. Be vigilant and verify information through official channels. The impact of these payments could vary significantly by region, given differences in cost of living and economic conditions across the country. While $800 might go further in some areas than others, the payments could provide meaningful support to families regardless of location. Looking ahead, these tariff rebates could represent a shift in how we approach trade policy and consumer protection. By directly connecting trade policy impacts with consumer relief, it creates a more transparent relationship between government actions and their effects on citizens. As we wrap up this comprehensive look at the proposed Trump tariff stimulus checks, remember that staying informed is crucial. Keep following reliable news sources, check official government websites, and watch for updates on this channel. Your financial well-being could be significantly impacted by these developments, so staying ahead of the curve is essential. Remember, knowledge is power when it comes to your financial future. Share this information with friends and family who might benefit from these potential payments. Together, we can ensure our communities are prepared to take full advantage of this opportunity if and when it becomes available. Don't forget to like this video, share it with others who need this information, and subscribe to our channel for more updates on financial news that affects your wallet. Hit that notification bell to stay informed about the latest developments on these tariff stimulus checks and other important financial news. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video with more crucial updates that could impact your financial future.